Hello everyone and welcome back to Know Nothing Garage. I think this is my third quarantine project. I had to go back and look, but I think it started with the plyometrics box. So these are the kinds of videos you guys are gonna see while I can't go out to the store and get supplies and we are stuck in the house all day long. So I just got done with work and let me show you what I'm going to be working on. Okay, so what you can see here is a nut. Woo. I have always wanted to turn one of these into a ring, and I'm not sure why. I think it's more just to see if I can. So that is what I'm going to be working on. As you can see, it doesn't even fit on my pinky right now, but the hope would be that it would fit at least on one of my ring fingers. So let me show you the supplies that I'm going to be using on this. Okay, so one of the first tools I'm going to be using is this round file. This is pretty coarse, so it should be good for taking off those threads. I also have a fine thread kind of coarseness of one as well that I could use later on depending on how this works, but this is where I'm going to start. I also have sandpaper and then a Dremel tool. So the Dremel tool I've already test fit with one of these like sanding discs and it doesn't fit. As you can see here, it does not fit, but I'm thinking if I can file it enough, then it'll fit in there and then that'll make this go even quicker. So basically, I'm just gonna clamp the ring in, or the nut in the vise and start chipping away and see how this goes. So you can see I've been filing on this for a while and the threads are pretty close to gone, which is awesome. It still doesn't fit on like this finger, so it's gonna need a lot more work, but I like that because it's gonna thin it out more so it doesn't look so bulky. I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep it a hexagon or round maybe some of the edges and just keep like the top or something like that. Definitely want to get the inside ground out first. But I think this thing is getting pretty close to the point where I can actually use the Dremel tool in it, which will hopefully speed this up a bit. Okay, since I'm always trying to learn new things, I thought I would give this flexible attachment a try. So the normal Dremel tool, it basically, the bit just goes right here, but this thing can be a little bulky and you know, whatever. So it came with this flexible tool that allows you to be a little more precise and use your hand just to kind of guide it with one handle. So I'm going to give this a shot for the first time ever, and we will kind of see how it goes. Does look like it is doing something using the Dremel tool, which is awesome. That little attachment worked pretty well, kind of taking away all the bulk of holding the Dremel tool the whole time. So I'm basically just gonna keep chipping away at this until it fits. It's a little too hot still to try, but I definitely know it's still too small, but it's starting to look pretty good. I might use the regular file again for a while because I think it takes off a lot more material. So it'll just go a little quicker actually using that than the Dremel tool, but definitely once I'm getting closer, I'll pull the Dremel tool back out and use it to kind of polish this thing up and take out a little more material. All right guys, so I have a quick hack, a way that I figured out to do this just a little bit quicker and save myself some time. So I'm going to show you before I continue working. So most files, almost all files are actually removable from their hand. You can see this really old file has this little kind of holder pincher that holds it in. These ones I didn't really realize that on. but you can see they actually are removable. So what I was able to do, here is the handle for the other one, and because it's round, I simply took it out and put it in the drill. So that saves myself a ton of time instead of continuing to hone this out just manually. I can actually use that. So I'm using a combination of that and my Dremel tool. And the Dremel tool really is a lot more, it doesn't take off as much material. So this is actually what I'm gonna kind of use to finish it up after I'm done drilling. So let's continue to work on this a little bit. All right, so I'm just gonna keep working away on that and I will update you in a little bit. Yes, it is day whatever of the quarantine, I don't even know, and I'm wearing pajama pants and I don't even care because I haven't left the house in days. So I'm gonna keep continuing on and we'll update you in a little bit. Alright guys, so here is kind of my finished product. You can see it's nice and shiny inside and it's got a nice finish. It does still kind of have some of the marks on it from filing and everything, but I kind of like that a little bit. One of the other things is I actually don't have like a buffing wheel here. I was trying to play around with some of the Dremel tool attachments I had and they just weren't working, but it's actually really smooth to the touch. And it also fits my right ring finger. It's kind of custom fit for it, filed exactly until it fit, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, in the future I could round some of the sides. I could really shine this thing up and buff it, but for now I actually think it looks pretty cool. Like I said, it's really smooth, no harsh edges, and just so you guys know what it looked like before, here is what it looked like before. Obviously it has a coating on it of some kind, all the threads inside, so I actually bought 2 of them just in case I really messed it up. So using that buffing wheel actually kind of darkened it a little bit, gave it a little gold tint, just a hair over the other one. This one's still really silver because of the coating that's on it, but I actually really like it. So you guys can see kind of what the end product was. Definitely a lot of polishing, I would say, or filing. It was probably 4 or 5 hours worth of filing altogether, but I really like the end product. So if you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I'm in quarantine still, so there's probably gonna be a lot more random projects like this, but we'll just see how it goes. I might start running out of supplies, but thank you guys for watching and have a great day.